Okay, I will start. We have covered the menu structure of PowerPoint yesterday. Now we will take up the portion regarding creation of presentation. We already have done the practical work on this. We are going to cover the theory portion. How to create a presentation. The first thing is how to open PowerPoint. What is the command for PowerPoint? Power PNT. POWER PNT without space. Windows R, press Windows R, type Power PNT, press enter, you get PowerPoint running. Then if you wish to create a new presentation, the shortcut is Control plus N. Control plus N is the shortcut for creating new presentation. Suppose you wish to insert a new slide, Control M, N, the letter following N is the shortcut for new slide. New presentation, Control M. New slide, Control M. Okay. And there are other shortcuts. Alt F1 is the shortcut for creating new presentation, and Alt. Okay. Okay. Then design. There is a design menu through which you can choose the design. Or when you press a blank presentation, you may get certain options, the themes on which the presentation can be created. Windows R, Power PNT. You just take a look at this. It initially offers us some options. Not only the blank presentation, it offers certain templates. Blank presentation does not contain anything, whereas certain templates are available. You just take a look at this. The one you like may be used as the template for your presentation. You may choose any one of the templates offered here and then change the design a little bit if you want. You may change the design later on. Okay, I wish to create a presentation using okay. Yes, I wish to create. It offers the color changes, color schemes. You may choose the color scheme or leave the default one as such without changing it. Press create. You get a presentation ready for our further processing. Okay, Control N is the shortcut for creating new presentation, and then Control M is the shortcut for inserting a new slide. I have pressed Control M. I got one new slide. Now header and footer are available under text section. You can choose to insert header and footer. Similar to header and footer in documents, you can insert header and footer through text menu. You may go to text menu, text. Where is text? Maybe design, header and footer. No. Text menu is gone. I told you all the software packages get updated often. All the features are available but in different menu arrangements. Maybe home menu contains header and footer. No. Insert contains header and footer. Yes. Header, footer. Okay. You may go to header and footer. You may choose to insert one header which includes the date and time. Which includes header and footer, which includes date and time. Current date, current time. You may choose the format. You may choose the format in which the date should appear or the date and time should appear together. Okay. Then English United States, English United Kingdom. I choose English United Kingdom because we follow the date and time format followed in UK. We call it the Indian system and it's the UK system in the basics. Therefore, I choose the format. Then slide number and you may insert a custom footer which contains your name. A custom footer can be inserted for displaying the name of the creator or the name of the department or the name of the company, whatever the person or the owner may be. Okay, I type COPA for this. Now, I press apply to all. You just take a look at this. I press Shift F5 is the shortcut for running the presentation. F5, F1, F5, and you will notice that a header and footer, there is no content. The content is blank. I have not typed anything. Whereas when I go to the second slide, I should see the date and the name. I don't I don't know where the slide number appears. Slide number appears at the right corner, right top corner. Slide number 1, slide number 2. I may get the other numbers in the right top corner. Control M. Now I start the presentation simply to look at the header and the footer. This is slide number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All the slides have numbers automatically inserted. Okay, then I may choose. Okay, you understand what header and footer mean. Okay, this much should be enough. Updated automatically. It can also display the time. It can also display the time. The current time can be included. Whenever you start the presentation, you will get the current time 9:54:46. You just take a look at this. It's updating on its own. The time gets updated on its own. You need not do anything about it. Done. Header and footer. Then slides can be inserted by pressing Ctrl M or Alt H I. H for home, I for insert. H for home, I for insert. You just take a look at this. Alt H for home and I for insert. You have several designs in which the new slide can be inserted. The default one is the first one. The first one is the default. Then you may go to insert any design you wish. Whatever design you wish to offer to the slide, you may get from the insert menu. Home insert. Okay. Then new slide can be provided with a caption. You know all these things, and the text content or the images can be placed at the bottom. Okay. Display area. Tables, images, and text can be inserted in the appropriate areas. This is the title, and these are the areas meant for inserting content. Okay. Then how to create a slideshow? You have inserted certain slides. Now you wish to make the slides appear with certain transition effects. When one slide is hidden and the other slide comes in, you may display certain transition effects. You go to transition menu and choose appropriate transition effect for each slide or apply the same transition effect to all the slides. I go here, I go to transitions menu, I press Ctrl A for all the slides. I go to transitions and then I choose any of the effects given below, whatever effect. When you choose none, no effect is displayed. Whereas you can display your own effect, uncover, cover, up, reveal, push, whatever you wish to. Okay. Then I try to run the presentation to see how the slides appear one after the other. This is one transition effect. I have chosen push or reveal. It shows us the effect like this. Okay. Then animation is available. Animation can be applied to text, caption, images, tables, or whatever items you wish to insert. The basic is each animation should be provided with a decent entry. For kids, you may choose to have certain swivels, certain roundabouts, and other things, which would create some happy mood. Whereas for a formal presentation, it is better you keep the animations at low key. You should not play too much with animations when you want to make a presentation to mature persons. They may not like the animations appearing too heavily in the presentation. Therefore, you have to be careful when you prepare a presentation for certain certain groups of people, certain mature persons, business meetings, formal occasions. They require mild animations. Whereas school meetings, school classes, or kids groups, kids meetings, they may require certain heavy animations. Okay. Now I type something. Uh, Wait. You may try to create your resume. My resume. COPA. Okay. Personal details. You may offer your personal details here. Insert a table. I told you yesterday, it's possible for us to create what? Presentations. Presentations for our resume. Number one, name, COPA. Number two, address, Vambakirapalayam. You may make it appear more beautiful or larger, smaller, whatever. You may format the fonts as you wish. Then mobile, some mobile number, email, personal details. No. Personal details. What other personal details can I offer? It, email. They may be categorized under communication details. Communication details would cover mobile number, email ID, and other things. Maybe we will not go to hobby. Okay, ma. It's our own decision. As you say, we will include email address copa@gmail.com. Gmail.com. Okay, I have inserted certain items and I wish to animate all these things. I go to animations menu and then apply very heavy animation because I wish to impress. Impress what? Impress the HR to whom I may send this resume through my through email. Okay, I wish to make it play very well. I may choose a swivel. All these are childish. Okay, whereas I wish to make the presentation as lively as possible. That is the reason why I choose all these gaudy effects. Whereas for a formal resume, you should only include mild animations. You should not try to animate it too much. Okay. Then இந்த ரூம் நீங்க வரும்போதே பெருக்கிடலாம். ஏன்னா நாங்க கிளாஸ் ஆரம்பிச்சோம். அதான் இன்னைக்கு தேவையில்லை. நீங்க வரும்போது கொஞ்சம் இந்த ரூம் பெருக்கிடுங்க. அந்த ரூம் தான் இருக்கும். பொறுமையா பெருக்கிடலாம். இதை பெருக்கிட்டீங்கன்னா நாங்க கிளாஸ் ஆரம்பிச்சோம். இது listen. My resume. COPA. I have not applied any animation to this. I have to animate this one also with some what? With some mind-boggling effect. Throw and turn, rotation, bars, colors, swivel, float in, fly in, plate, pipe shape, bounce. Okay, let it bounce down. You just take a look at this. The resume falls down. Then I detail. You can export it to MP4 format or as a zip file and send it to the HR. Send it to the HR. It's also possible. Okay. It's not resume need not be on a piece of paper. It can be on your presentation. It can be a video. It's possible. Okay. You make it as pleasant as possible to the recipient. Okay. Okay, ma. Now we have seen that there are animations available and how to start the presentation. We have yesterday told you about the shortcuts for starting the presentation. F5 is the shortcut for start from beginning. Then Shift F5 is the shortcut for start from current slide. Okay. Then proofing. Review menu contains proofing tools through which we can make corrections to the presentation. We can make corrections to the presentation through review menu. Okay. And spelling, grammar, thesaurus, all those things are available under view menu. I told you F7 and Shift F7 are the shortcuts for what? For two items. What are they? Spelling and grammar and thesaurus. Spelling and grammar. Shortcut for spelling and grammar is F7. And shortcut for thesaurus is Shift F7. I am repeating because they may offer 2 marks for this question. These four items F5, Shift F5, F7, Shift F7. These are important. Okay. They may ask you about the shortcuts for starting the presentation from beginning or from the current slide. Shortcut for proofing. Lang, what is it? Spelling and grammar or thesaurus. Okay. Then fine tuning a presentation. You make a presentation at the beginning. We are worried about completing the presentation. We are not bothered about how the presentation will look. Whereas after completing the presentation, after entering all the content into the presentation, we will be bothered about how the presentation appears. We have to look at the presentation ourselves first. Then we may find that there are certain mistakes, typing mistakes or layout mistakes, and some animations which are too heavy, some transitions which appear to be irritating. We have to remove all those things and make the presentation but suitable for the target group. There is no single rule, there is no fixed rule for making a presentation. The target, the person who is going to look at the presentation should be happy when the person looks at the presentation. That is the target. Okay, therefore, we have to ensure that the recipient, the final recipient of the presentation will be happy with the animation or whatever effects we provide. Okay, done. All the other things you may change the timings. You may make the animations appear slower or faster. I have chosen this animation. It's normally 2 seconds. The animation plays in 2 seconds. Maybe I can make it a bit slower and make it run it in 5 seconds. It's up to you. You have to choose the timing. The default timing may be suitable or unsuitable. You can choose to change the timing. Similarly, transitions also have their own timings. You may choose to increase or decrease the time. Transitions, animations, both of them have timing aspect. You may control the timing through the transition menu and the animation menu. Duration. You may control the duration of transition and the animation. Animation. Yes. Now, okay, ma. Then home editing find control F will help us to find certain text. Maybe mobile. I wish to find where mobile appears. I may get it immediately through find. I go to the first slide. I press control F. I press mobile. I go to the different slide in which mobile appears. There is no need that the search content should be available in the same slide. It goes to any other slide and searches for the string we provide. And control H is the usual option for replacing a string. Replacing. This is to find and to replace mobile. Mobile instead of mobile, maybe you use what? Cell phone. Okay, it appears a bit arcane. We call the outdated language arcane language. Arcane. It may be a bit arcane. Unable to find it? Find next. Why mobile is not found? Hello. I don't know why this replace is not working. Oh, sorry ma. There is one mistake. Some key has been pressed. Now I replace. I may replace everything. Cell phone number. Okay. You may find and replace anything using Control F and Control H. These are the normal shortcuts for any program in MS Office. Okay, any program including Notepad and WordPad. Okay. Done. Replace Control H. Then What are the techniques you may follow for making a good presentation? It is like telling you how to cook the best food possible. There is no fixed rule. Certain audience, certain recipients, we have to satisfy whosoever is going to look at the presentation. Okay, there is no fixed rule. It is based on the taste of the recipient. You should not make the presentation based on our own abilities or our own taste. We should concentrate upon the recipient. If there are kids, you have to make the presentation appeal to the kids in their own taste, suit their own taste. Whereas if there are grown-up persons, professionals, you have to make the presentation suitable for the grown-ups, for the group of persons who are watching it in the business meeting. Okay, there is no fixed rule. You have to be judgmental about yourself because you create the presentation. You should what ensure that the recipients will like the presentation. Okay, you have to make a judgment about it. With this lesson is over. We shall move out of the theory portion, go to employability. Sorry, MC.